Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the second half of February. I've meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, as always. I will shuffle live. And during meditation, Spirit gave me a huge downward arrow. And what I got from that is to sit, stay. And it wasn't to stay where you are, but it was to pause. Pause with a thought, an emotion. Okay, these are just flying out. With a thought or an emotion or I don't know what else it could be. But it was asking you to just don't make a swift decision. This was almost like asking you to consider all sides of something. I hope that makes sense, because that's what I'm getting. If it does, drop a comment, okay? I want to know what this means for you, because it really helps when I have to give examples, specifically when Spirit isn't giving me one, or doesn't urge me to give one, I should say, because when they urge me to give one, they just give me something, right? This is what we have. What do we have? The Ace of Shells, which is the Ace of Cups, the Two of Crystals, which is the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Feathers, which is the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Feathers, which is the Eight of Swords, Justice, and the Page of Acorns, which is the Page of Wands. Okay. And we have the King of Acorns at the bottom of the deck. So exactly what I said with the imagery, with just that downward arrow, that big downward arrow. It was just so wide. It's the same feeling that I'm getting here. So by the way, if you have a question, the answer is yes. We have two aces on the board. Not only that, we also have Justice. All right. And to me, with these in combination is an absolute yes. Okay. Absolute yes. No question. You may be torn between making a decision that fulfills you or one that is like fulfills you emotionally, and one that is more mentally not, wouldn't say challenging, but it's like you have to use your brain to maybe mentally challenge, but in a good way. Like it challenges you in a different way, right? With the Ace of Shells, this reads happiness and abundance. Two of Crystals, which is Two of Pentacles, reads balance and adaptability. The Ace of Feathers reads mental clarity and foundation. Eight of Feathers reads courage and solutions. Justice reads truth and clarity. Page of Acorns reads discovery and enthusiasm. King of Acorns, optimism and innovation. Remember I said with the down arrow, not to make a quick decision, to really settle in and consider all possibilities or all sides of something. That speaks true here to the clarity. Get clarity on what it is you are considering to find the best solution for you. All right. So it feels like you have to weigh out with both your heart and your mind, right? So it could be about two completely different things, right? Two different aces that you have to decide upon. Or it could also be, and you know your situation far better than I, right? Um, but it could also be about you deciding with both your heart and your mind, right? And finding that balance between the two to find the best solution for yourself. And sometimes the best solution isn't the aha moment, right? That aha, that epiphany. The um sometimes the best decisions or the best outcomes or the best thought processes happens when it's something that's rather small that just kind of hits you. It could be a song, a movie, something that you overhear that just hits you at the right time. Not an aha moment, but just a, oh, that's food for thought, and you consider it. And that is what leads you to finding that right balance, that outside perspective here, with this crow, or is a raven. I'm seeing two eyes, right? But it's like you're the bird, right? And then the eyeballs are from an outside perspective, and you're understanding an outside perspective in regards to something. This clarity may come, it's an outside solution. It's not even something, it's like, yes, you're trying to rack your brain to try to figure something out, but at the same time, whatever that something is, right? Some of you may be buying a home, some of you may be thinking about moving, starting something new, innovations, whatever this is. Because I'm seeing this go kind of daydreaming, right? But you get the answers from an and it's almost like it just lands on you very gently. Yeah, look, and you discover it. See it, like it lands on you and you're like, oh, I get it, I get it. And then it's almost like you take like really swift action, but not like your typical page of wands action where it's like you go full throttle. Not like that. It's more of you take the appropriate motion where it's not overly fast, but you're still quite passionate about the direction you want to take. It's like you're very clear about the direction, and it's that extra motivation that you have within yourself. That's what I'm seeing here, that extra motivation. And with the King of Pentacles, it's almost, sorry, not King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, sorry. You end up feeling exactly like you had wanted to. You may have felt stuck before, kind of slow progressing, right? Maybe not necessarily stuck, but just, and I wouldn't even say at a standstill, but it's almost like you were slowly coming out of your shell, or slowly uh, going towards the thing that you want or admire or desire or whatever that is. And some of you could just have been slowly building up finances. That's what Spirit just told me. Um, even though we don't have any pentacles whatsoever, except for this Two of Pentacles. Okay. But we have mainly feathers. We have feathers and acorns here. So some of you may have slowly been going towards the thing that you have wanted, but you go from the turtle to the horse. And this, I mean, look at this horse. This horse is in serious victory. Serious victory. I like this a lot. And then we have the Ten of Feathers at the bottom of the deck. The feathers is the Ten of Swords. And it's funny because here this reads recovery and transformation, and the 10 of swords is usually like the end of a bad cycle. And I feel like that is exactly what this is. Hardly ever do I get the word transformation, but it's funny how we have this. And I like how we have the snake here with the 10 of feathers, because it's a card of it's of it's like you slightly got to where you got, and it almost looked effortless from an outside perspective, but you know that it takes hard work and dedication. It's like your mind or your body or whatever. Like this is like it's like the snake. The snake is the muscle, like very muscular, right? And although it's incredibly flexible, I feel like that's who you are. Like whatever this journey has been, you've remained flexible and you've worked at it, and it's almost like you build that muscle. Because here with the Knight of Crystals, which is the Knight of Pentacles, you started very slow. You started very slow. And we have King of Wands and the King of Swords, but you used your mind. You used your mind. You followed your heart with the Page of Cups here with the Page of Shells. You used your mind, and you slowly built up the thing that you wanted, and you kept. It's almost like you persevered, like you were bound and determined to say, no, I'm going to create whatever the hell this is. I don't know what this is. It could be a relationship. It could be the home you've always desired. It could be the job that you wanted. I don't know what the hell this is. But through hard work and dedication, you created something that you wanted to create. And it feels like I'm also hearing the word freedom with this King of Wands. It's almost like you created your freedom with this King of Wands through all of this, whatever this is. I'm also seeing a shift in your environment. So that could be a new job. That could be you moving. That could be, I don't know, and take it how it resonates. I'm just seeing a shift in your environment, like a change. I feel like it's a much appreciated change. A much appreciated change for sure. All right, we have the Four of Cups, Six of Cups, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Remember I was talking about change? Here's the 5, 5. Fives represent change. Wow, if I could speak. 5 represent change. And here, it's like, I love this Four of Cups, by the way. So the Four of Cups can represent a lot of different things. It could represent a disappointment that you may have had. But now there are these 3 cups that are filling you up. So it could be perhaps you've had past disappointments in a situation, but this new situation is going to fill you up in ways that you didn't expect, ways that you didn't even know you were empty in. So it's very interesting that that's what I'm getting, but I mean, here's the cups and the cups here. I'm seeing a lot of joy, a lot of balance, and I love how these colors really just kind of blend together. You could, it's funny. You could be in this childlike energy right now, almost giddy is the word that I'm getting here. It's well, I'm hearing in my mind, I'm feeling giddy. So I'm saying the word giddy, but what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is you like a kid, almost like giggling inside, in silence. You know that giggle that you get, that people get, or like children get when they eat, when they're like they think that they're getting away with something. That's what I'm getting here. I hope that makes sense because that's what's in my mind's eye. And then with the Five of Wands, you know, what I'm getting here with this Five of Wands is a sense of healing. That is not what the Five of Wands means. The Five of Wands is normally the card of competition or um, playfulness, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting the word healing with this particular card, and it's almost like this is you in the middle, and there's those on the outside trying to get at you, but you're just like, no, I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm in my zone, and I'm not going to allow anybody to knock on this thing that I have, this thing that I've obtained, and I'm not going to allow anybody to take this away from me. It's almost like there's two things becoming one. It's almost like they're joining together. They're not one, but they're joining one. And I'm seeing like the on the sand dollar here with the Five of Pentacles that right, because the Five of Pentacles is about the card of being left out in the cold. But here I'm seeing perhaps it's two different people, right? Because this is the Six of Cups after all, and this is the Ace of Cups. So there could be a union that's coming ahead for you that really just you pour into them, they pour into you. It just feels beautiful. There's this beautiful blending and unity between the two. And it doesn't have to be a love situation. It could be a job that somebody high up retired and they need to fill in that space, or they had to let them go for whatever reason and they have to fill in the space, whatever that looks like. And you coming in and just at the right time, and you fill that spot because it's just the right fit. That's what I'm getting here. It's just the right fit. Whatever this is, it's almost like there's two broken things. And not to say that we're broken and we need fixing or anything like that. It just feels like two different things that went through tough situations, and maybe that is what grows their bond. Maybe that's what allows them to connect. And that connection is what allows you to really, because I'm seeing mending. It's almost like you're mending one another, and you connect in that sense. I have a card here for the Five of Wands and Five of Pentacles because I feel like these two are it's like they're playing off of each other. Honestly, I feel like all of this is playing off of each other, but the Sun and the Emperor. The Emperor is about building, right? The Sun is about joy and happiness, right? And, it's funny because we have the cube here and the Emperor builds, right? But it feels like the Emperor is building something to protect itself. And remember what I said here, it's like you're protecting something. Whatever this is, that's what you're protecting. You're like, no, I'm not allowing anything to mess up this joy. Whatever this joy is, I'm not allowing anybody to mess with this. Wow. Gemini, good for you. Good for you. I hope this did resonate. If it did, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love to read the comments. They really bring me a lot of joy, and it tells me that I am connecting with you in your energy. All right, my beautiful ones, until we meet again with the March readings, have a beautiful one. Bye.